What's going on, guys? We are gearing up for the 4th of July for 2025. So this year we're doing a little bit of e-fire and a lot of hand fire. Just can't totally get away from hand fire. I love hand fire. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this year's setup, stash, and let's get into it. So this is the 2025 stash video. All right, guys, so this is going to be my opener. A little bit of this board, not all of it. So we kind of got some things numbered here. So this one, we're going to e-fire this board. Then we're going to e-fire some of the finale. We got 36 shots straight whistling to crackling. So that's a pretty loud, obnoxious to salute pro line. So we have that. It's going to go off first. I just kind of wanted to start with a bang. And then the second one that's going to go off is a fan to crackle and comet. It's a 3-port, so you can fire it from either side or the middle. So I have it fused up, and so when it lights, it's going to go this way. So it's going to be pretty cool. And then number 3, we have Biden Bucks. By T-Sky, 25 shot, little fan cake, and then Amazing Spider-Man by Black Scorpion. I wasn't going to have those both go off, but I had this Amazing Spider-Man glued to a board wrong. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to not use it. I want to throw it in somewhere. I was going to throw it in the finale. I was like, you know what? I'll just put it with that. That way there's, you know, a little bit more going on with that cake there. So those will go off at the same time, and then we're going to go into this raccoon double wing green strobe and gold glittering willow and blue. So basically it's butterfly wings. So that one looks really cool. And then those all the single shots, those are just going to be for like dead spot, like if a cake misfires or something happens, we can just run up, hit one of those. This here, there's a whole lot of stuff here. But this is going to be similar to the single shots. If something doesn't fire or the pacing is off or something's wrong, I have this whole board of 200 grams and 350s or whatever you want to call these. We got some Pro Line mixed in there. We got some bangers mixed in. We got a little bit of everything here. So just a little bit of every brand that I've collected over the years. I'm trying to empty out totes. So we got a ton of different stuff. A lot of Phantom, which I know Phantom. Oh God! But I bought this stuff years ago. And some of these I do like Eye Candy. There, I really like that one. I'll buy that every year. Sweet Glitter, my daughter's really excited to see that one. Then some of these other ones here, just like I said though, I'm just sprinkling those in. Over here, I don't really know how I want to shoot the body, I would say, of the show. I got this tote, or not this pallet. Then I have 2 pallets down here yet. These are all my 500 grams and 200 grams. 350s, stuff like that mixed in. We got Hotsy Totsy, Prototype, Breakthrough, Rain of Fire from Phantom, Beta Hook from Phantom, and I forget what that is. Super Fireworks, I know. Willow Beach, Neptune's Fury, and All In from Winda. Over here is Unstoppable by Firehawk. Modern Warfare, AFW, Beast by Firehawk, Magnus, something there. Some bunch of AFW on this one. This is almost all from AFW. Firehawk, Shogun, stuff like that. These are some of the NOABs, and most of these are NOABs actually. And then we got canister shells. Most of these are going to be the finale. Everything that's like fused with tape is finale. And then we got another board over here. It's 350s. There's a couple Noabs. Some 200 grams. Nothing real wild and crazy. I shot all the really big stuff last year. We got Stars and Strobes. Another Unstoppable. D-Day, which is a massive one. Definitely going to try and get my hands on more of those. Glitz and Glam. Homefront, Damn Good, Philadelphia Freedom, Dynamo, and Prototype. And then, yeah, we over here, we have Wind Up, which is the same exact thing as Popo Magnet from Phantom. Terminator, Black Scorpion, another Black Scorpion Pro line, 80 shots, something like that. It's a pretty big ass cake. Arctic Thunder, AFW, Beware of Dog, Prototype, Full Throttle, Freedom Fighter, Flashbang, Super Crackle from Dominator, and Shimmer and Shine from AFW. So we'll probably just run back and forth, bounce back between all these boards. I kind of have some of these 500s fused to a 200 and all that, so it kind of fires like these two. Damn Good and Dynamo will fire at the same time. Homefront, Philadelphia Freedom, and Glitz and Glam, it looks like, are all fused together, so all three of those will fire. These two of these, yeah, Unstoppable and Abomination will fire at the same time. We got a little Howder Fireworks and D-Day. They'll fire those at the same time. So that'll be the whole entire body of the show. Should last a good while. Plus, like I said, we have that front 200 gram. We'll light those at will, I guess, and go from there. Over here we got Fake Finale, which is Infinity War. So we got Channel 9. So this is going to be Fake Finale number 1. So this will be going off. So after we shoot all of that on the floor, I'm going to shoot this guy. Everyone's going to be like, all right, because there's a couple of them in there that, you know, when they shoot, they're going to think, oh, okay, phew, that's the end of it. And then we're going to have this guy, which is like 100 shots, and it's like a finale in itself. And then we're going to go, as soon as that's done, this is why I'm E-firing it. As soon as that's done, we got Red, White, and Blue to Torino Instant. So this is, I do believe, 100 shots of salutes. So super loud, super colorful. And then we got 225 straight color peony color tails. That's 225 shots of salutes. Wizard Pro line. And then I have this strobe, green strobe flame. I'm gonna light that too. So I think we're gonna do like the main show, and I'm thinking about hitting that first, that little strobe, and then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, you know, here comes the finale, and then, or do that one and then that one, and they're gonna be like, all right, that was the finale, awesome. Or I can do those two and then hit that, the little flame pot or the strobe, and then go into my finale board. So then they think, okay, that's, you know, I want to fake them out, because they'll get all that and they'll be like, holy shit, that was awesome. And then they'll see that thing going off like, oh, either something's on fire or something, we're not done. And then I'll go into this, which is Raccoon Swoon, Screwface, Colortopia, Mario Bros, Death Rattle, Color Burst, Hotsy Totsy, Brocade Blaster, Monkey Mania cake here, 25 shots Tannerite, King Cobra, Copperhead, Rattler, Pit Viper, all these 25 shots. You got a red and green Mighty Mini, and then empty the mag just for a nice fan. This is also a fan. And then, you know, that's a lot of shots right there. And then coming into one single shot. Oh, actually, it starts with the color pearl. Then we got a single shot, Raging Rottweilers, Dino, Boy Oh Boy Blue, 4 blueprints, another wind up, another color pearl, 4 more blueprints, Click Bang, Saturn batteries, 2 death rattles, an abomination, another red and green, so shimmer and shine. And then we go into over here, which is stuff I'm digging out of the bottom of the totes. This whole finale on the end is kind of horse shit, but I don't even know what the hell this is. Star Frenzy, Legend Fireworks. So we're gonna light that guy. Going into Essence of Fire from Phantom. Aggression, Raccoon, another color pearl, Saturn battery, into Hotter Fireworks, Red Strobe Mine, and Red Strobe Shell. Big, nice fan cake. Gonna lead into a Happy Fireworks just to get it out of my tote. Into 52 shot Solar Rain AFW. Really, really nice cake. Love how that one is. I'll get that every year. I need to order more for next year. Red and green Saturn battery, and I have this long lead on this fuse, hoping, you know, and I have it like back tucked in, so it's gonna burn up the side, and then here, and then these 3 fire. Fancy Freedom. I don't really have them spaced out right. I just threw them on that board there, but I think it'll be okay how it is. So after those are done, everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, we thought you were done with the first finale. So that'll go off, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, because that's like whole skies filled up. And then I will end it. I'll go ahead and I'll E-fire this one, 225 shots of salutes. So that's gonna be the final salute. Mixed in, we'll be hitting in during that finale, because I'm not really sure. That's not like my best finale board I've ever done. Last year's was way better. Last year's was intense. This year, not so much, but I have a 12 shot there. We got a 10 shot here, 20 shot, and 2 more 10 shots, and then another 12 shot, all for the finale. So I'll probably, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 racks, so I could probably do, you know, for those last 2 rows, or do all 6 when that whole thing's going off, that last row. Last year we had issues with E-fire. Actually, the last 2 years we did the finale board with E-fire. We ran into some issues with, I think I fast fused the first year, and it just didn't ignite, and we had to run down and light it. And last year, same thing. So this year I said, you know what, I'm just gonna give me a decent lead fuse and run like hell, and I'm gonna hand light it, because usually we just E-fire it, get the hell out of Dodge, but it is what it is. I'm tired of screwing around with the E-fire, and the Cobra last year, just the last 2 years, just didn't have that we used. I just got this cheap eBay one for this year, but the Cobra that my buddy was using, we just had issues. Like, it's not so much the Cobra's fault, it's the, you know, the E-match, but it is what it is. So I said to hell with it, we're just gonna light that hand fire. And then I have all these, just some, I don't forget, just regular ball shells in here. Over here's some good ones. Ganjas, Rambos, Zombie Revenge, I forget what those are. Some frog, and then some Phantom ones, Pro Packs. So I'll probably send up one of those as like the, hey, the show's starting kind of deal. So now I can't get that down in there. All the fuses in the way. But yeah, so I'll send that up as the reminder. Show's getting ready to start. I'll send up a big old loud salute. So yep, that's what's going on. That's the show. That's what we got for this year. Let me know down below what you guys think. If you're doing some pro line, or where you found all your goodies this year, what stores. I'm pretty excited though. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and have a happy and safe 4th of July.